He was a nurse and a serial killer. For 16 years, Charles Cullen walked the hallways of hospitals in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, wearing his nurse's uniform, smiling softly, and earning the trust of hundreds of patients and families. To everyone around him, he was just another hard-working caregiver, quiet, professional, someone who stayed late to help. But behind that mask, Cullen was hiding a sickening secret. Cullen's personal life was tragic and chaotic. He grew up in an abusive household. His father died when he was just a baby. His mother was killed in a car accident when he was still a teenager. After serving briefly in the U.S. Navy, where he was reportedly bullied and humiliated, Cullen turned to nursing. But his new career would become the setting for one of the worst betrayals in medical history. Cullen started his killing spree in 1988 at St. Barnabas Medical Center in New Jersey. Using lethal doses of heart medications like digoxin, insulin, and epinephrine, he began quietly poisoning patients' IV bags, killing them without leaving obvious signs. He didn't choose his victims because they were suffering. He didn't choose them because they asked for it. He chose them simply because he could. Over the years, hospital staff began to notice patterns. Patients were dying suddenly and unexpectedly. Even those who were expected to recover. Colleagues raised concerns. Medical records were suspiciously altered. Some hospitals even detected drug tampering. But instead of exposing Cullen, hospitals were more worried about lawsuits, bad publicity, and damaged reputations. So they let him go quietly. They let him move on to the next hospital, and the next, and the next. At every hospital, Cullen continued his silent killing spree. The death toll grew. He was killing faster than anyone realized. Some experts estimate he murdered over 400 people, making him the most prolific serial killer in U.S. history. Everything changed when nurse Amy Lochran, Cullen's own co-worker at Somerset Medical Center, noticed strange patterns in the medical records. She risked her career and her life by secretly helping the police investigate. She wore a hidden wire. She tricked him into confessing during their conversations. It took months of terrifying work. But Amy's courage finally brought him down. In 2003, Cullen was arrested. When he confessed, he showed no remorse. He even said his motive was to ease suffering. But investigation showed many of his victims weren't suffering at all. They were recovering, improving, or in stable condition. In court, families of the victims watched in horror as Cullen pleaded guilty to 29 confirmed murders, though experts believe the true number could be over 400. He was sentenced to multiple life sentences with no chance of parole. But the most shocking part, the system that let him continue. 9 hospitals suspected him. 9 hospitals looked the other way. Not one of them stopped him in time. Today, the story of Charles Cullen stands as a haunting reminder of what happens when silence, fear, and corporate reputation are put above human lives. Follow, like, and share for more shocking true stories, because sometimes the scariest monster are the ones we trust the most.